a 5-look, 1 palette plus review on the Jeffree Star Dawson Conspiracy Palette. I know I'm late to the game to get this review up for you guys, but I really wanted to get to know the formula. I wanted to create a bunch of different looks. This is actually one of the looks, but I didn't film it, and so sorry about that. There would have been 6, but anyways, if you're new here, hi, welcome. My name's Rhonda, better known as Hotmess Mama MD, and here we embrace the hot mess. We run on nothing but caffeine, and fortunately for all of us, it's a judgment-free zone where we just like to have fun, sit back, relax, and chit-chat about makeup, beauty, and all things fun. So if this sounds like a channel for you, make sure to hit that subscribe button and that like bell and turn on your notifications for every time that I upload a video. I also have a second channel, Hotmess Mama Vlogs, where your girl is rocking out with Vlogmas over there. I don't know who I am, but I'm pretty excited and proud of myself. So definitely make sure to check the description box down below for that. And before I jump into it, I want to tell you guys there are still the 2 giveaways, $100 Visa gift card, as well as the Aurora palette by Alter Ego. So check the description box to enter into those giveaways. So let's just go ahead now, finally, and talk about this palette. Okay guys, so I'm doing this review a lot different because some of the looks that I created, y'all had asked me to be very in detailed for. So normally when I do a review, I pop it over here and then you guys can watch as I do it. But I decided, since it's 5 different looks, I did a little different, and I'm gonna play music to it so you guys can kind of see step by step how I did everything. But before I jump into that application process, I feel like a lot of you guys have already seen swatches. You already know what the packaging looks like. It does retail for $52. I did just check Jeffree Star's website, and it is currently still sold out. He will be bringing it back the first of the year, I believe. So let's just go ahead and jump into the application process. so that was all of the different looks with this palette. Now I want to actually talk about the formulation of this palette and the different colors and my thoughts on it. Like I said, this palette does retail for $52. You do get a total of 18 shades, and it says there is 1.5, it looks like grams, and then 0.05 ounces in here. And an up close of this palette, and this is what it looks like. And I mean, I'll be honest with you guys, this whole middle row, it's a little on the scary side, because if you cover up the middle row and you're only looking, well, it's just going to be too hard to do that, but if you cover up the middle row, or specifically this shade right here, you have a pretty calm neutral palette. You know, I mean, when it comes down to it, the Trisha shade and the food videos, those are like the crazy bold out of this palette. But as you guys saw in the 5 different looks I created, you were able to create beautiful looks that, one, of course, being crazy over the top, at least for me, but they were all very, very wearable. As far as the formula goes, I will tell you guys, I really did enjoy the formula. I thought overall it was very, very consistent. The only other palette that I have at Jeffree Star's is his Androgyny palette, and I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know when that first came out. And I will tell you guys, I liked the shadows here. I thought the formula was fine, but I would say he's definitely changed it for the better, especially in this palette. Now, like I said, these are the only palettes that I have. I have tried the Beauty Killer palette because I borrowed HAILEY'S, and I liked it, but that wasn't so much it didn't so much speak to me. Overall, I will tell you guys, I loved this palette. You guys, if you haven't already seen my monthly favorites for November, you guys know I talked about this palette. The only thing I will say is the Food Videos shade. It is like a very pigmented shade. This is apparently the one that's kind of holding up and delaying the whole process, if I'm understanding correctly, because they use so much of this pigment that it's like apparently very hard to come by. But I will say, I have it on my lids today, and I did mix it up with a little bit of Conspiracy, and it is a very pretty color and it's a very pretty shade, but it's honestly not as vibrant and pigmented as I thought. With that being said, I am the type of person that, you guys know, I don't really use concealer or foundation. I literally use my Tatcha Pearl, and now because of the weather, I'm over top of the Tatcha Pearl, I'm using my Becca Under Eye Corrector. And if I leave that base sticky and I don't set it, I can get a punch. I can get a wow factor with this shade. So this is definitely one of those shades where you're gonna need a primer, or you're gonna have to not set your concealer, or, you know, also another option is to go in with this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the Milk shade. That would be another one where you could apply that to the lid and then tap this over top, put it on with your finger, what have you, and you could really get that punch and that pigmentation that you see in this palette. Honestly, guys, that is the only shade in this palette that I would say that you kind of have to tweak just a little bit. Other than that, I think everything performed beautifully. Build up was fabulous. Longevity, totally completely 100% there. And as far as the shimmer shades go, you can totally wet your brush if you want to. You guys know me, I'm not one to really do that kind of style. So I love the fact that I could just put my brush in there and apply it, and I got a great payoff. I didn't have to worry about using my finger and building it up. It was just all around a wonderful, perfect palette. And I have to say, out of everything that I own, this has legitimately been the palette I have been reaching for and get excited. I get so excited to use this palette. It's crazy. I feel like with this palette, I can get really creative and step outside my comfort zone a smidgen without feeling like I've lost my ever-loving mind and people are questioning, like, girl, what are you doing? You know what I mean? So overall, I think that the versatility with this palette is definitely 100% there. I think that, like I said, you want to pop a color, you can get that. You want a natural neutral look, you can get that. You want an everyday look that you can go to work and you don't have to like think too hard about it, again, you can do that. And with the 5 different looks that I did create, I feel like it gave you that good versatility and that creative, you know, outlook on different looks that you could create. I'm just making up sentences right now. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I need a little bit more coffee. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys found it very helpful. beautiful. It was fun getting to know this formula. You guys know I've been taking a little bit more time when I pick up an expensive palette because I want to get to know the formula. I want to know how it builds up and blends out and how it works with my mature lids. And this, by far, if you guys can get your hands on this, I would definitely recommend it. I did not pick up the mini one, obviously, but this one definitely speaks to me more over the mini palette. And a lot of you guys asked if I was going to pick it up for that green shade. I think the green shade is absolutely beautiful. I think it's really pretty, but I won't be getting that palette because it's just definitely not something that I could see myself getting a lot of use out of, especially since I have this one. But I have heard that that single shade will be available for us to purchase singly. So, singly? Is that a word? We can purchase it by itself. Okay guys, my husband, he's working from home today, so you guys know how I get. Anyways, I'm gonna hop off. I hope you guys enjoyed the video enough to give your girl a big thumbs up. I hope you decide to subscribe before you go, and follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Check my description box down below to enter into those giveaways. And until next time, friends, as always, I hope y'all have a wonderful, beautiful, and blessed day. Kisses from Kentucky. Mwah!